Welcome to my vinyl video series where I take you through my collection one album at a time. Today we have Chicago 9, The Greatest Hits. I bought my copy for $4.99. This was actually a replacement. As I've told this story many times, I originally started my record collection building off of my mother's, who I found in my basement when I was growing up, and I since gave her her collection back and have purchased all the albums from her collection for my own copy. Chicago Greatest Hits has always been the one that I've taken. It's been that and Bachman Turner Overdrive. Those were the two albums I pulled, and Band on the Run. There's actually quite a few, but this one holds a special place in my heart. 25 or 6 to 4 is one of my favorite songs of all time. I, as a filmmaker, was actually hoping that it would stay out of the zeitgeist for long enough to where, hopefully, maybe in the future, I have the ability to use it in one of my films. Happened to watch The Flash out of, I don't know, morbid curiosity, and saw that they incorporated it in the fight scene, so there goes that. But maybe in another 20 years, when I'm in my 50s and I'm able to direct a film that's being seen by a large audience, I can circle that song back again. As always, my copy has ringwear. It's got a very worn look to it. This album's released in 1975. My copy is also from 1975. One of the things that I think is so charming about Chicago as a band, not only are they named after a city, and clearly at an era where SEO did not exist because you could not find Chicago, the band, by Googling Chicago, but also the fact that all of their albums are just called Chicago. There's Chicago Transit Authority, and then Chicago 1 through 8, and then 9, which is Greatest Hits, and it says Chicago 9 right there on the very edge of the record, but anywhere else on the album just says Chicago. At least for me, when I was collecting, a lot of Chicago albums would end up in dollar bins at half-price bookstores and record exchanges, and I ended up collecting a fair amount of their albums, but I never knew what album I was listening to. It was just Chicago. If you said put on Chicago, I would grab you a thick stack of albums and tell you which one do you want. So, but this is Chicago number 9. Very fond of this album, near and dear to my heart. I will put a link in the description for you to listen on a streaming service, but I highly recommend you picking up a copy for yourself. Happy listening.